Now you should know many great vocabulary words that you can use at the supermarket, and be prepared with some phrases you can say as well. Hello everyone, welcome back to my English learning channel. My name is Catalin. Today's lesson is going to be about some common conversations that you might have at the supermarket. We are going to learn some specific vocabulary that you will need at the supermarket, learn some possible sentence structures that you can use, and see an example dialogue between a shopper and a supermarket employee. This conversational English lesson will help you prepare and practice for any conversations that you might have at the supermarket. Let's first learn some important vocabulary that you might need at the supermarket by going to the grocery store. Grocery store is another word for supermarket. Groceries are what you buy from the supermarket, and this could be food, cleaning products, alcohol, anything that you buy. Of course, when you get to the supermarket, you'll need something to put your items in. You can choose a shopping trolley or a shopping cart or a basket. Once you have these things, it's time to start your shopping. When you first start walking around the supermarket, you might find the produce section. The produce section is where you can find fruits and vegetables in the supermarket. Fruits and vegetables are sometimes called produce. After that, you might visit the dairy section. The dairy section has all of the milk, yogurt, and cheese. All these items are foods that come from cows. We call this type of food dairy. Next comes the bakery. The bakery is where you can find all of the baked goods, like cookies, cakes, and bread. After the bakery, you might visit the deli. Deli is a shortened form of the word delicatessen. In a supermarket deli, you will find your cured and sliced meats, as well as some types of special cheeses. Some supermarket delis will also offer fresh meat and different types of salads. Next on your supermarket trip is to walk down the supermarket aisles. An aisle is the walkway between two supermarket shelves. Aisles will often be numbered. For example, aisle 1, aisle 2, and aisle 3. Now that you've gone down the aisles, it's time to head to the checkout. The checkout is where you pay for all of your items. The employees working in this area are called cashiers or checkout operators. When you are in the checkout area, for most big supermarkets, you will see 3 different types of checkouts. You will see an assisted checkout, self-serve checkout, and express checkouts. An assisted checkout is where the checkout operator scans your items for you. A self-serve checkout is where you scan your own items. And an express checkout is for when you have 10 items or less, so you can go through them very quickly. And of course, after the cashier has finished scanning, you pay and your grocery shopping is done. So that quick trip to the supermarket helped us learn a lot of new vocabulary that will be helpful at the grocery store. Now let's take a look at some important phrases that you might need in your conversations. If you need help finding something in the supermarket, you can ask a supermarket employee, "Do you have?" or "Where can I find?" For example, "Where can I find the salt?" The supermarket employee might respond, "It's in aisle 10, near the spices." Or if you ask, "Do you have ham?" they might respond, "Yes, it's in the deli section." If the store doesn't have what you're looking for, the employee might say, "Sorry, that's out of stock." If something is out of stock, that means that they have run out. There is none of it left. If the store has never sold what you're looking for, the employee might say, we don't carry that item. If a store carries an item, it means that it sells that item. So if a supermarket does not carry what you're looking for, the supermarket does not sell that item. Another conversation you will likely have at the supermarket is with the checkout operator when you're paying for your items. Some questions that the cashier might ask you are, how would you like to pay? You can answer this question by saying, I'll pay with, and then whatever method of payment you're using, cash, card, or Apple Pay. For example, I'll pay with my card. Another question they might ask is, do you need a bag? You can answer this question with yes or no. Just be careful if you do need a bag. Nowadays, many countries around the world are trying to stop using plastic bags. So it might cost if you need a bag at the supermarket. They might ask, do you have your own bag? Or do you want a reusable bag? A reusable bag is a bag that you can keep on using, bringing it back to the supermarket again and again. And lastly, they may ask, do you need a receipt? And to this question, you can just respond yes or no. So now that we have learned some key vocabulary and important phrases that you might hear and say, let's listen to an example dialogue between a shopper and a supermarket employee at the supermarket. Hi, excuse me, where can I find the milk and flour? The milk is in the dairy section and the flour is in aisle 2. Are you baking something? Yes, I want to bake cookies. Do you have any sugar-free chocolate chips? I'm sorry, we don't carry sugar-free chocolate chips. Okay, do you have normal chocolate chips? Oh, I'm sorry, our normal chocolate chips are out of stock. Maybe you want to bake something else? Alright, well, thank you. Your total is $252. How would you like to pay? I'll pay with card, thanks. Do you need a bag? Yes, please. Our plastic bags are $1 each, and you can buy a reusable bag for $5. Which would you like? I'll buy one reusable bag, please. Great. Do you need a receipt? No, thanks. And that brings us to the end of our supermarket conversation lesson. Now you should know many great vocabulary words that you can use at the supermarket, and be prepared with some phrases you can say as well. Hopefully you found this lesson helpful in preparing you for conversations at the supermarket, and I would definitely recommend you practice some of these conversations either with a friend, and if it's possible, at a real English-speaking supermarket. If you enjoyed this lesson, please leave me a thumbs up and subscribe before you go, as it really helps me out. You can also contact me on my social media and leave me any questions or video suggestions down in the comments below. Have a lovely week, everyone, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye!